Things are going from bad to worse for Tottenham, I'm afraid, as the search for a new manager continues. Crikey, look at the names there, Ray and Trev. Nagels, Rodgers, Ten Hag, Pochettino, Conte, Fonseca, isn't it? Gattuso, Lopetegui. How do you spell that? How do you pronounce that? Lopetegui?
It's like a sweepstake, isn't it?
Dear, oh dear. Now we hear that Nuno is in chat and having talks with Tottenham. What is going on here? Now, we talked earlier, by the way, Joe Cole coming up in a tick. We talked earlier that what about Frank Lampard? But I just feel the Tottenham-Chelsea animosity there, the anger between the club supporters, and I wouldn't see Frank going there.
I can't see it.
I think he's a good fit. I think he did a good job, especially in that first season at Chelsea when they had the embargo on transfers. They just lost the best player, and he went in there, steadied the ship, give a lot of young players the opportunity. Now, we're talking about Tottenham. They've got this unbelievable academy. Surely, if they want to bring through the young players like that, Frank's the ideal man, especially when you've got Jody Morris.
Well, do you remember talking to Mason Mountstad live on talkSPORT?
Yeah.
And he basically said this is a lot to do with Frank. Yeah. Frank persuaded, Mason to go with him to Derby. He was going to go, but he could have gone abroad, but no.
Well, if Rafa can go to Everton, which is looking more likely as the minutes pass by, why can't Frank go there? Why can't Frank go to Tottenham Hotspur? I mean, I think he's a great fit. You ask the fans whether they'd want a young, up-and-coming manager that's hungry, that wants to prove the club that he loves, that is, listen, he still loves Chelsea, but he'll be disappointed with the way that ended. He'd want to go to a big club like Tottenham across to North London and prove his worth and prove what he's got in the locker, surely.
Tottenham fans, give us a quick call on that as well. But listen, let's talk to an Everton fan, because this was we spoke about it this morning. Alex Crook broke it on talkSPORT, said it's almost done, this deal. Gary, the Everton fan, has called us 08717 223344 to give his views, his thoughts on Rafa being new manager. Gary, good morning.
Morning, Gary.
Morning, Gary.
Morning, lads. You all right?
Yeah, good, pal. Good, Gary. Would you make it if he takes the job? If he's offered and takes it, Gary, is it good? Gary, he might have lost the signal. Let me take. We'll go back to Gary. We've lost the signal. Steve's also called us on 08717 223344. Steve, another Everton fan. Steve, morning, pal.
Morning, Steve.
Morning.
Would you make of it, Steve? The news that it's almost done. We hear.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'd have him definitely. I think just going back to Carlo Ancelotti, I think the job, not the club was too big for him. The job was too big for him. A rebuilding program. He could probably go to Real Madrid now, get 3 players, have them win in the league, and get them in the Champions League next season. That was never going to happen with us. It's too big of a building program. And I think Rafa coming in, he could settle us down, maybe win us a trophy, and get us to the level where we will be able to have a Carlo Ancelotti or a Pep Guardiola. But we're miles away from that yet, and we need someone, a bit of stability, to come in, a trophy winner. He knows how to win a trophy. Even when he went to Chelsea, they hated him, but he won them a trophy. And I think it'd be a good move going forward.
What about how will Liverpool fans take this? How will they feel about Rafa suddenly a blue in charge at Goodison?
I don't really care, to be honest. I'm on these forums. I'm on these forums on Facebook, and Everton fans are saying, what are we going to do if Liverpool beat us? And all the Liverpool fans are singing his name. I've been getting my nose rubbed in it for years and years and years. I'm 62. I've been getting my nose rubbed in it since the end of the 80s. And it's water off a duck's back.
Yeah.
If he comes in and does the job for us, we want a bit of stability. And I'll be happy if that happens.
Okay,
Steve, just a quick one, Steve. I've watched Everton quite a bit this season. I think the squad depth, I think when you've got your starting 11, everyone's fit, you've got a really good side. But I think the squad depth's a big problem. Is that where Rafa will use his recruitment tools and his ability to bring people to Everton? Is that where he's going to be key for the club?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he done great at Newcastle on a shoestring budget. We all know what's happened up there. And he done great for them, really, keeping them up and the recruitment that he done with what he had at his disposal. Now we've got a few bob behind us and a new stadium on the horizon. It could just catapult him back to the way he was, 10, 15 years ago. And I think it'd be a great move for us.
Steve, nice one, pal. Thank you. Ray, just a quick one before we break. Joe Cole coming up. Could Rafa get Everton in Europe?
Well, again,
he will have money to
he
spend.
will have lots of money to spend, which if he uses it right and the recruitment's right, I know he probably knows every single player around Europe who he needs, what he needs in the dressing room area to get in there. I think Duncan Ferguson, who obviously stays there, will be brilliant because Duncan's Everton through and through. Yeah, possible. Of course, he's got possibilities to get into Europe, but it's a very competitive league, Al. You've got now next season. You've got Spurs. What they're going to do with a new manager? Will there be funds there? Would Arsenal, Leicester going to go in again? You've got Man City getting stronger. You've got Liverpool now. Can they get back and try and challenge for Manchester United?
Yeah.
So it's not an easy league. It's not an easy league, but
the mighty Hammers.
The Hammers as well.
We haven't mentioned Spurs. That's how bad it's getting at the moment.
Well, no, that's why it's a great league, because it's so competitive. Look, if Man City go and buy Grealish, like is reported, and Harry Kane, then we've got a real problem. It could be an easy.
Who finishes higher, Everton or Arsenal?
Next season, again, we have to do this right when the window closes, because Everton are going to go out and invest, whoever's the manager going to be, and I want to see who Arsenal being linked with quite a few players, but nothing's through the door yet. So I think once we get the final squads, you can say, right, okay, I think they're going to got a much better chance than so and so, and I think that's what everybody club will be waiting the end of the transfer window to see where their clubs
What's your gut feeling,
with a
Trev?
chance.
Well, listen, if Rafa goes in there, he's not going to go in there without having a purse, a war chest to go and get some players in. I've been impressed with Everton for the most part. It's just when they have had injuries, they've struggled for results. So if they can bring in 2 or 3 quality players to just pad out that squad, I'd be tempted to go with Everton.